You're all right. I mean you no harm. I know I'm large enough that you're instantly on edge, but you can relax. I'm only a wishing troll. I'm glad that you're finally awake, though. I was starting to get worried. You'd been asleep, unconscious, whatever it was, for so long. No, you are not a prisoner here. You could leave right now if you wanted to. I wouldn't stop you. When I came across you, you were already unconscious. Nobody else was around, or I'd have just let your group or tribe collect you. Sorry, I don't know what humans call a group of themselves. I checked you for injuries, but I couldn't find any. You were just out cold here in the middle of the forest. I thought the best course of action was to bring you back here and keep you safe until you woke up. How long have you been out? Better part of 2 days, I think. After taking a little time to collect myself, because your presence was honestly kind of distressing, I decided that I would do whatever I had to do in order to get you to wake up. But then, just when I was about to douse you in some cold water to see if you'd snap awake, you started to stir on your own. And oh, believe me, I am so excited you are finally awake. I know that you only just came to, but judging from the uniform that you're wearing, are you a chef? This just officially became the best day ever. So, hi. My name is Raina, and as you can see, we are currently beneath my bridge. Yes, my bridge. Welcome to my humble abode. I'll obviously give you some time to get your bearings, but finding you is the luckiest thing that has happened to me in a very long time. It's almost like someone's granted my wish instead of me always granting the wishes of others. So, I have a bit of a problem, if you don't mind hearing me out. And no, the problem isn't that I'm a bridge troll. It's more that I've been having some nutrition issues of late. And no need to be frightened, I don't consume humanoids. Ever. A girl's got to have some ethical standards, you know. But there's been an overabundance of livestock passing through here lately, so I've kind of been eating way more than I probably should. You, being a human yourself and of diminutive size comparatively, probably wouldn't notice much of a difference, but my figure is suffering. And with me being primarily nocturnal, due to bridge trolls being fengophobic, There's only so much time I can be out from under this bridge or any other structure that conceals me from the sunlight. To get some exercise in, that is. Fear of natural light, but also a mild allergy to it. Makes me break out in hives. Not a good look. This blue skin is already strange enough when dealing with a majority of other humanoids, at least. The last thing I need is to be covered in lumps and bumps. Since you seem to be understanding and following so far, I have a huge favor to ask of you. Would you help me do some meal prep and teach me how to cook some healthier things? I want to get in better shape again, and I could definitely use a bit of a helping hand to get that initial push going. I could even pay you for your time. Being a wish troll on top of a bridge troll means that folks toss coins in the water here all the time. Ergo, money is no object. Take a minute to think about it if you need to. But remember, I did keep you from getting devoured by random roving bands of wolves while you were out cold, you know. You'll help? Really? Thank you. You're amazing. Here, come with me, and I'll show you to the larder and kitchen. Well, of course, it's underground. Just being this far topside is giving me the heebie-jeebies, if I'm being truthful. Even though it's still night, dawn is barely a few hours off. I've got to be down here with everything closed up once the sun rises, or I can end up violently ill. Trolls do have a sense of how long it is until sunrise. It's a nice little built-in protection mechanism, I guess. Evolution does tend to upgrade things, after all. No, we don't burst into flames or turn to ash or anything, but it does make us extremely sick, weak, sluggish, and it will damage us over time. Since you're a diurnal creature, as most humans are, I can see how you'd think the lack of sunlight is sad. But there is much beauty to be seen and experienced in the darkness. Beauty, serenity, and a unique sense of being comfortably enveloped in that darkness. Almost like it's a cozy old blanket, you know? Watch your... Oh, right. You're much shorter than I am, so you won't have to duck here. What you think of the digs? Not bad, huh? Aw, thank you. The candlelight makes it cozy, even though I don't need the light to see. Oh, right. You probably couldn't tell when we were topside since it's a new moon, so it's pretty dark up there. Let me get closer. Trolls have vertical pupils, kind of like cats and dragons. Helps us adapt to being in really low light. I figured you probably haven't ever actually seen a troll up close, so yeah. But enough of that. Let me show you what I'm working with as far as food goes for now. More than enough meat here. It's probably the biggest part of my diet, but I am trying to include more vegetables. Got some ears of corn, potatoes because they keep for forever, some root veggies that kind of look like carrots almost, and I can get my hands on some tomatoes and things like that too. How much do I usually eat in a sitting? Maybe a fourth of all the edible bits of a sheep. Probably a sixth or less if it's a cow. Prefer venison, honestly, when I can find any. But no fawns. I prefer to hunt the older and infirm deer from the herd. Try and keep their groups healthy, you know? Aw, thank you. I try to be as mindful and ethical about the hunting as I can be. So, after looking over what I've got here, along with some dry staple foods, what do you think? Can you help me come up with some healthier options and maybe a way to stick to more reasonable portion control for someone who's 12 feet tall, that is? Woohoo! Thank you, Chef. You are the best.